The creator marks the latest cinematic offering from the talented writer-director Gareth Edwards. His previous directorial efforts include, in my eyes, the underrated Godzilla from 2014 and the overhyped Rogue One in 2016, but still both great films. Now, I had high expectations for this film from the trailers and exciting concepts presented. With a 7-year gap between film releases, he's taken his time choosing the right project. At its core, the creator offers a blend of thrilling action sequences and a deeply emotional narrative through the journey of its central character. It masterfully portrays the horrors of war from the perspectives of all those involved without glamorizing either side. Edwards has been transparent about his sources of inspiration, and while this isn't necessarily a drawback, it occasionally becomes a bit too on the nose, as evidenced by the words
"More human than human"
from Blade Runner, said word for word within the first 10 minutes. Further similarities can be drawn from Apocalypse Now, The Last of Us, and E.T. Some viewers have compared it to the Terminator franchise due to the ideas of a war between humans and machines, but for me, the similarities end there. The creator delves far deeper into existential questions about what it means to be alive and real. John David Washington delivers a particularly emotive performance as the initially reluctant Guardian alongside the child he protects, Alfie, who shines as the film's true star. Washington's chemistry with Gemma Chan is great, though limited by her lack of screen time, and left me wanting a bit more. The supporting cast includes the always brilliant Ken Watanabe, but Alison Janney and Ralph Ineson unfortunately portray forgettable, one-dimensional military characters with little room for development. What truly distinguishes the creator is its visuals. Every frame, whether a sweeping landscape or a robot with a human face, feels astonishingly real through the use of real locations and incredible sets embellished with impeccable CGI, which is surprising considering the relatively modest budget of $80 million and baffling when compared to certain movies. The film opens with an expected but impressive prologue that sets the stage with meticulous world building that had me engaged. However, the remaining runtime falters due to issues with pacing and structure. The first act was sluggish and predictable, particularly if you've seen the trailers, and was a little bit too easy. The second act gains momentum, but is hampered by intrusive flashbacks disrupting the film's rhythm. This felt like an easy way out for character introductions and development, limiting the impact of the second act's climax. The third act, however, manages to redeem the overall experience, incredibly emotional and thrilling. The creator has a relatively short runtime of 2 hours and 13 minutes, making it more accessible for some viewers, but for me, the film seemed longer because of the pacing issues. One notable disappointment, and it pains me to say it, is the soundtrack. An unusual departure for the usually impeccable Hans Zimmer. It feels like a disjointed playlist of conflicting songs interspersed with orchestral pieces. While this may have been an intentional choice, it misses the mark entirely. I think if you're gonna hire Hans Zimmer, just let him do the whole thing. I will say the creator is a great film, but it could have been better. Maybe benefited from a longer runtime to develop certain characters and clarify some plot points, provided that the pacing issues were addressed. My hope is that this film will inspire other studios to explore more original concepts, rather than relying on endless sequels, remakes, and Disney-driven cash grabs. From the Houseguest cinema ticket system, the creator will receive a silver ticket for a solid cinematic experience for a reasonable price. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and leave comments down below.